Hi everyone, I'm Colten and I work on the metrics team at Datadog. In this video, I'll show you 3 ways you can use nested queries to discover powerful insights by reusing the results of a previous query in a subsequent one. For this example, let's say we're capacity planning for our Kubernetes resources. To forecast future capacity needs, we'll first want to start by tracking our Kubernetes memory usage metric, which we can aggregate by container name. This shows us the average memory used by each container over a 3-month period. Since we're viewing the data over a long time frame though, the default rollup interval grows to retain visual clarity. But we can override this to retain a higher resolution by using a nested query to first aggregate the average value every 10 minutes for a fine-grained view, then aggregate the average again every 6 hours to make it easier to read. This allows us to capture data over the entire past 3 months without sacrificing the 10-minute granular accuracy of the original query. I'll then save this to a dashboard and give it a name to reference for later. But since containers are ephemeral and dynamic, we may also want to summarize behavior across them rather than drill into every resource. For this, we can use nested queries again to apply a multi-layer aggregation, the primary use case for nested queries. All we have to do is modify the query and apply the average function. Now, instead of seeing separate time series for each container name, we can see the average memory usage across all containers. For a more comprehensive understanding of usage, though, we'll want to calculate more than just the average. Using nested queries, we can now calculate percentiles for count, rate, and gauge metrics like this one. For this, we can keep the same base query and swap out the average function for the percentile function. We can then input any percentile we want to compute, such as P95 and P75. By viewing these all on the same chart, we can better understand the memory usage across our pods. For example, we can see more spikes and dips in usage in our P95 and P75 time series compared to our average, which smooths everything together. Now I'll save this to the same dashboard as before so I can see memory usage on a container level and an aggregate next to each other. Nested queries also enables us to calculate the standard deviation so we can better understand the spread in our data. Using the same query as before, we can simply swap out the percentile function for standard deviation, then save that to our dashboard. With nested queries, we're able to perform complex analysis and uncover advanced insights by 1. Visualizing long-term trends without sacrificing granularity, 2. Applying multi-layer aggregations, and 3. Calculating percentiles and standard deviations for our metrics. With these 3 different views of our data, we can now confidently understand resource utilization and plan for future needs. And capacity planning is just one use case. Nested queries are flexible, so you can create multi-step queries for any of your needs. Let us know how you plan to use nested queries in your environment. Thanks for watching, and to get started, check out the resources below.